Escapism is big business. More than half of us are already playing games like this one, Grand Theft Auto 5. But critics say in these virtual worlds, things often take a turn toward the dark side.
What's happening? There's my boy. Oh my God. What are you doing? How could you do this?
And I don't know, I don't think I can stop, is I love games more than they hate me.
Come on. I don't know if GG was like this day of creation for modern day idiots online. I mean, I assume idiots have been online forever, but it's like their D-Day. Most of them weren't even online creating content during this time period, yet my name continuously gets brought into it. Why? I have no idea. For a group of people, like this particular YouTube channel, which prides themselves on being an intellectual and so smart and making sure that they debate me bros, everybody they possibly can, it sure looks like they can't do even the most basic of research. Now, before I get into this though, because I know they're going to be watching, I'm going to give you some awesome capitalism. Check out this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Mech Arena. Listen, I play mobile games. I know how it is. You're playing, you're having a good time, then you hit a big pay-to-win player, and he mops the floor with you. That's why I switched to playing Mech Arena. It's competitive, a 5v5 shooter where I progress based on how I play, and skill actually matters. If you just look at the way the progress path is in this game, all mechs, weapons, maps, and game modes are available to everyone. There are loads of free-to-play ways to get resources and progress, like events and daily objectives. I've definitely run into situations where my mech is outmatched, but I was able to use some of my wily old guy strategy to take them down. Mech Arena has just launched globally, and they're running a huge celebration event in-game right now, with loads of awesome events and amazing daily welcome rewards during the first week, which you're definitely not going to want to miss. Mech Arena is completely free to play on Android and iOS, and right now if you use my personal link or this QR code right here, you're going to get a sweet skin for free, Black Carbon, also 300 A-coins and 50,000 credits to help kickstart your game. And if you're quick, you can add me to your friends as the quartering, and we can play some matches together sometime. Help the channel out, download the game, give it a try. It's absolutely free to play and 100% guaranteed to help support the channel, so it's a win-win. Check out Mech Arena today using my link. Hey, grab your phone while you're watching the rest of this video. Give the game a try, because it's gonna make all the commies on Twitter really angry. Plus, it supports the channel, and sponsors are very, very important. Now, I'm going to hit you with the obligatory gamer. It was this thing that happened in 2004, and my name constantly gets brought into it. Let me just show you the D-Day for modern-day leftoids. I'm not talking about liberals. I'm talking about leftoids who are terminally online. You see, the highest point, the most relevant, this is Google Trends. People often think this is a representation of volume. It isn't. It's a representation of interest, meaning you can only have one peak. And the overall interest ever for GG was in 2014. October 2014. I want you to keep that in mind. I mean, even if you let it run, okay, to, I don't know, 2015, you know, it basically was over by the next year in 2015. So the most you could, you know, attribute maybe that 1 year, October 2014 to 2015. A fellow YouTuber who is extremely smart, very smart, always a good faith conversationalist, and definitely worth devoting your time to debating, tweeted out this. It blew up the careers of the quartering Sargon of Akkad and Milo Yiannopoulos and inspired Steve Bannon to weaponize online culture for political gain. Feminism and gaming clash with ethics and both shaped both the internet and the world forever. Now, I have a very strong feeling that this video will be one of my least viewed for the day. So what I'll say is, if you get a chance, make sure you leave a like. And if you're new here, please do click that red subscribe button, because this will be an interesting documentary to watch. So this is a 2-minute commercial, I assume, for a longer video that features many creators who are also, I assume, dumb, because I had nothing to do with this. I never had anything to do with this. Remember when I said October 2014? And then if I'm being generous, let's let that run to October 2015. When do you think the quartering, how long do you think the quartering has been making videos? Must have been 2013, 2012, and then I hit that sweet GG rise in 2014, and then I'm wildly popular, just making millions and zillions and billions of dollars off being mean on the internet. Except, no, my very first video on this channel is from 2017. 3 full years after the peak, 2 years after the valley, and several years after anyone ever cared about this. You see this thing where I even talked about GG, excuse me, in the past tense in this video. In the past tense, I'm already talking about it from 4 years ago. And I talk about it again in the past tense here, about how Marvel Twitter really wants the same thing to happen to them, because so many people grifted off that hashtag. I'm talking mostly here about Magic the Gathering, which is what I was interested in the time. Comic books, Colin Kaepernick, An Inconvenient Truth about Colin Kaepernick. Talking about meeting Shu and Sargon. If anything brought my channel into prominence, it was attending an event called MythCon in Milwaukee 3 years ago. That's really, if you see, this channel had been getting 6,000. This is a video that doesn't even have 1,000 views. 3,000 views, 7,000, 6,000, 1,000. I have views back then that, videos that didn't even have 5,000 views, 2,000 views. Okay? You know why this channel actually got popular? It was because of me attending MythCon and catching Thomas Smith having numerous meltdowns. And I had a Jimmy Kimmel video that got popular back then. You could see all my videos about everything else are basically boring and not getting views. I cover Thomas Smith going after the MythCon organizers, talking about Steve Shives and MythCon, top 5 shoe on head moments from MythCon, because I try to, recreate the top 10 savage moments of Sargon of Akkad, which had 285,000 views at the time. And immediately after, my views go right back down to 2,000 to 3,000 views for many of them. Some do okay. But again, am I talking about, here's an NBC hit piece on Discord that got really big, 274,000 views. Again, I had nothing to do with Gamergate. And I came onto the scene 4 years later. But these weirdos, I have a little legitimate chance of ratioing a leftist. I said, this is the dumbest stuff ever. I wasn't involved in this at all. The reply is, gamer, just get over it already. It's been 6 years already. It's over. Move on. Get a job. All the memes. I stopped checking for monsters under my bed when I was 4. You really need to learn to let go of your boogeyman. It's been 6 years already. It's been actually almost 7, right? It's been 7 years because it happened in October, just under 7 years, 6 years and 11 months. 7 years. What? Obviously, I have nothing to do with this. The only reason they're attaching my name to it is because this channel is deeply obsessed with me. And it's sad because I'm just a dude that talks about stuff in my basement. They obviously think I have immense cultural power. They even put me in this cringe-umentary, you know, just to show that it isn't just that they tagged me in it. They have this like weird opening, and then they have some video game footage. It's decently produced. I don't have any problem with them wanting to talk about something that nobody cares about anymore. That's their right. But to insert me in this as like some sort of guy that benefited from it, nah. To be honest with you, modern leftists on YouTube benefited more from GG than I ever did. They may come back with the argument and say that, well, everything's GG. Everything is. It's just all around us all the time. I don't even know anything about Steve Bannon, about his personal opinions. Here, and they put Tim Pool in here too. And me, here I am. And they show a video from me, 2021. Okay, by the way, thank you for sourcing that. I'm talking about Ninja. They took a video from this year in which I'm talking nothing about GG, and they're trying to say that it had something to do with my career. Nah, dude, leftists melting down is what built my career. At least get that right. Cringe. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.